I chose to do my biography on Bob Marley. Bob Marley was a Jamaican singer, musician, and songwriter. He served as a world ambassador for reggae music and sold more than 20 million records throughout his career, making him the international superstar to emerge from a third world country. Bob Marley was born on February 5th, 1945 in St. Anne Parish, Jamaica. In 63, Marley and his friends joined a group, and they called them the Wailing Wailers. Their big break came in 72 when they landed a contract with the Island Records. Bob Marley then went on to sell more than 20 million records throughout his whole career. Bob Marley helped introduce reggae music to the world and remained one of the genre's most beloved artists to this day. Marley moved to Kingston in the late 1950s and lived in Trenchtown, which is one of the poorest cities. That neighborhood in Trenchtown was one of the poorest. He struggled in poverty, but he did find inspiration in the music around him. Some of Bob Marley's favorite musicians and inspirations from America were Ray Charles, Elvis Presley, Fats Domino, and the Drifters. A local record producer by the name of Leslie King, he liked Bob Marley's vocals, and he had him try to record a few singles on his own. Unfortunately, he didn't find much success in that, and that's when he joined forces with a few friends by the name of Kingston and McIntosh. While he was by himself, he did record one single. The single was called Judge Not, and it was released in 1962, but it was not that successful, so he did join forces with a couple friends, therefore forming the Wailers. Their first single was called Simmer Down. It went to the top of the Jamaican charts in 1964. This group became quite popular in Jamaica, but they had difficulty making it financially. The group did drift apart for some time, and Bob Marley spent some time in the United States. Here is where he married his wife, Rita Anderson. They got married on February 10th, 1966. He eventually went back to Jamaica and took an interest to the Rastafarian movement. The Wailers finally got their big break in 1972 when they landed a contract with Island Records, founded by Chris Blackwell. For the first time, the group hit the studios to record a full album. In order to support this album, they did tour. They toured in Europe, Britain, and the United States in 1973. Before releasing their next album, 1975's Natty Dread, two of the three original Wailers unfortunately left the group. Back in Jamaica, Bob did continue to be seen and supported of the People's National Party. His influence in this native land was seen as a threat to the PNP's or People's National Party's rivals. This may have led to the assassination attempt on Bob in 1976. The way this happened is a group of gunmen attacked him and the Wailers while they were rehearsing the night of December 3rd, 1976. One bullet did hit Bob in the sternum and the bicep. Another actually hit his wife Rita in the head. Luckily, they both survived without any serious or severe injuries. Unfortunately, though, his manager was shot 5 times and had to go and undergo surgery to save his life. The motivation behind that attack was never really recovered or figured out why people were against him and tried to assassinate him. After this attempt, Bob Marley actually fled the country after he played that show because he was scared it was going to happen again. After that, they moved to London, England. He went to work on a new album called Exodus, which was released in 1977. Following this, he did have a health scare in 1977. He sought treatment in July of that year on a toe he had injured earlier. After discovering cancerous cells in that toe, doctors suggested that he amputate it to get rid of the cancer. He refused to have that surgery because it was against his religious beliefs. The religion that he believed in prohibited amputation. He underwent some unconventional treatment in Germany, and he was able to fight off the cancer for a couple months. It soon became clear that he didn't have much longer to live, though. He set out to return to his beloved Jamaica one last time. He did not manage to complete the journey. On the way to on the way to Jamaica, he actually died in Miami, Florida on May 11th, 1981. Shortly before Bob Marley's death, he did receive the Order of Merit from the Jamaican government, and also was awarded the Medal of Peace from the United Nations in 1980. Bob Marley did achieve several great accomplishments during his lifetime, including serving as World Ambassador for Reggae Music, earning induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in '94, and selling more than 20 million records, making him the first international superstar to emerge from the third world. Again, I chose to do Bob Marley because he is a legend no matter which way you look at it in the whole music scene. No matter where you're from, where you live, what country you live in, everybody is always going to know who Bob Marley is. Thank you.